This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net, Danger Entertainment Network podcasts.
Going to open with Thanos throwing Velda off a cliff, going, "The thing I love most."
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
We need to do a rehearsal.
This could be quite dangerous.
There's a new rich man in town.
Hubris. That's what that is, Bolton.
We need to pick a mark.
Hey, I'm Dark Michael.
I'm Pamela, and I'll be your waitress for this evening.
Have you been stalking us?
No.
Let's kill the band!
Are you a frog racist? Is that what you are? Come on, Sylphs on tour.
No.
This better be good.
It's certainly something.
Okay, guys, we're in.
The adventure continues now.
Possibly. It's a mighty bag.
I thought we were gonna do like a and like do one of those.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
I thought he was going for didgeridoo, sorry.
No.
That's
That's not a didgeridoo, mate.
That's pretty good.
This is a didgeridoo. Listen, right.
That's very good.
There you go.
That sounds like a beatboxing.
I can't do that together.
That was good.
Thanks.
Good God. Hello, everyone.
Welcome
to episode 53 of the Danger Club
53.
podcast. That is mad.
Is that Herbie's number?
Yes.
Good shout.
Was it?
Yes.
It was 53. 53.
No, you know what? Let's just grind this show to a halt for a second before we get started. Let's Google that. So you've had a rehearsal.
Not even you can make that sound exciting.
And you know what they say, if a rehearsal goes well, it means it's bad for the first night, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be like the guidelines for creating heists are, they do say that the players will probably do a lot of planning. You've done a lot of planning and a lot of rehearsing. You've Fulton started a revolution with no clear purpose. And then got them drunk and then sent them off into the streets.
Yeah.
So,
One casualty so far.
solid work there. One casualty that you know of. So that's good. You've managed to have a really good rehearsal, really good attempt. You managed to get Dark Michael to drink a beer after only a full day of work. So one of your 7 days has been spent getting the person you are not trying to perform any of this on to drink a beer that had no effect on him.
Yeah.
Although his time with Velda seems to have had a profound effect on him.
Yeah, that was all real creepy, wasn't it? Good stuff. Good. I'm really glad to have found all that out about him.
Sylphs, they're curious folk.
We are curious folk, but I didn't feel like curious about Dark Michael. I didn't want to know, to be honest. But yeah, he's a special guy.
But now you do.
Yeah.
You can't give that knowledge back. How are we feeling about the plan now? Do we feel it's going to work? Are we confident in Mikey's expertise as a master thief?
I don't know. Should we ask our special
Mikey.
guest?
I mean, yeah.
April Hughes is still here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if she wasn't? Can you imagine she set this debacle up and then just left?
Yeah.
How's the plan going? We confident?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm confident on the first half of the plan, but we still have yet to make up the second half of the plan.
What is the plan? I'm not even sure what the plan is.
We don't know how we're actually going to infiltrate we don't know how we're going to get the stuff in yet, do we, guys?
I think the key. I mean, whilst that was going on, I had a vision of Fulton downstairs with a bunch of homeless people singing "Down, down, down and out," like somehow dressing them up, getting them splurge guns or something like that. Maybe the key's that. Just march them in.
They're dead.
They're dead, but they're dead to you. Yeah. Oh, you're so upper middle class.
Fawn's just sitting there singing empty chairs at empty tables.
Oh, just going back to what we talked about. 53 is Herbie's number.
53 is Herbie's number.
And if you do want to see, Herbie Fully Loaded from 2005, it's starring Lindsay Lohan. Michael Keaton's in it, plays her dad.
Or Herbie rides again.
Justin Long's in it. Matt Dillon's in it.
Yeah.
Very good. Cool. And currently available for about 50p in your local theatre.
I think they're paying people to watch it.
I think, I'm sure you can rent it for
It's probably on Netflix.
Yeah.
Go and check it out at Blockbuster.
What are we doing?
Big up Herbie.
Big up Blockbuster.
The big question.
I think we were cutting apart our plan, weren't we? That's what we were doing,
Yes.
weren't we? Everyone was laying into the thing that we're doing. Is that what we're doing?
We've got a week. We've got a few things to set up.
Okay.
We've come up with nothing better than the plan that we've got, right? Now, once we're in there, I think we're winging it a little bit.
Well, no, once we're in there, Big Mikey's going to take over because Big Mikey knows the layout of the inside of the stack.
True that. But we're still, there's still going to be a certain amount of improvisation with how we're going to deal with whatever guards, how we're going to get into whatever place.
What we need to know is how many guards and who they are, ideally. That's ideal information to know.
It's unlikely that we're going to get that unless someone wants to flirt with some guards. I'm not saying she really wants to flirt with guards, but maybe it's in her mind. I don't know. In the place, get drunk with them and find out more about what
we send Shania, Shaka Bonhaka, and wait, no, Big Mike's only 13.
I did think this when I was thinking up the character.
We're going to a really, really, really dangerous place with so little information. We don't know anything. Guards, layouts, who's going to be at the party, what this guy looks like, what we're doing.
Some of this information we can't get.
True.
It's just the way it is. So some of it's going to have to be improv.
But damn, it's going to be dangerous.
Yep, certainly is. But it's our middle name, right?
I thought it was Danger. Your first name.
The Danger.
Is that not a prefix? Is that a first name?
I have so much faith in you guys. I believe in this plan.
It's the middle of the title.
This is an excellent plan. Let's find out how this week is going to go. So you want to get some more information. You've got 6 days left before the big party that you are currently not booked for. But you have a plan of how you're going to get booked. And then from there on, it's a bit of an improvisation. So we move on to the following day.
Okay,
5 days to go until the party. What's the plan?
So day 2, I'd just like to take a bit of time in the morning to sit down with Mike and just sort of go over how these buildings are. And can I make a knowledge engineering check to go with that kind of thing?
Sure.
So, that's a good roll. That is a 24.
Okay.
And I'm sort of using, so we're having a chat. We don't have to have the chat, but just everything you know about it and everything I can.
Using Mikey's information, and do you want to go and sort of case the joint as well?
Yeah, we could go and stroll around. We're going to the spiced scone, but we're not actually. We're just casing the joint and seeing what's what.
That's fine. You've got a good cover for why you would be in the spiced scone most days anyway, so that's not too bad.
If you're happy,
so you've got good reasons to kind of drop by there, and they're used to seeing you in your Janet disguise and your and just as you wandering in and out of it. So you're able to get up and have a good look around the tower. From what you gather from looking at it, there are 2 entrances through the walls into the grounds. There's a main gate, which is a big, heavy, double wooden set of doors, which are always closed as far as you can tell. Very occasionally, you might have seen somebody arriving. There are 4 guards posted at that door. There is a rear gate, which is smaller, which has 1 guard posted on it, which seems to go to the rear of the tower. But it also, that side passes through some gardens before it gets there. Looking up at the building, you can see that there are windows on various sides of it. Specifically, on about the 3rd floor, there are 4 larger windows on each side, and you can see that there is a guard with a crossbow posted in each of those windows. So they've got guards have a full view of the grounds and are able to see all the way around it. Looking further up, there is an interesting thing. Once you look a little further up past about the 12th floor, the next several floors are so the 13th to 16th floors. From what you look at it, the windows are in fact bricked up. You can't see anything, and then you can see you can see one set of windows right on the 17th floor, just before the tower goes up into the rock. That seems to be a normal window again.
That is a big tower.
You know from Mikey, from your from looking at the place, from what you know of it, you know that there are 2 staircases in the within the tower. There is a main staircase that goes up to all of the rooms, but there is also a servant staircase that leads up through the kitchens from the rear of the tower, which allows servants to move up and down the tower without being seen by any guests. But you're aware of them, but you've never really been very high up the tower. You are never permitted to go that high. You spent most of your time in the training areas below. That is what you're able to ascertain of the layout. You would guess from knowing the layout of the lower floors, the party is likely to be held on the 2nd floor. That's the main sort of ballroom area. It also contains Kreel's office.
I relay all this to Velda.
Yes. Seems like the servants' way is much less guarded, I suppose.
Yeah.
How many guards did you see in there generally?
It depends on the event, but there are usually between 20 and 40 guards on the premises at any point.
And they're armed with sort of...
They are armed with, the ones
swords.
you see on the outside are armed with halberds, but they also have swords, and they seem to have crossbows as well.
If it's a party night, they're likely to be like 80 guards. They're going to double it, right, on a night.
I don't know, that'd be something maybe Micah could tell, but there's going to be a lot of guards. Interesting. Well, that's what we do for the morning. I don't know if anyone else wants to.
Can Shania go out and look for a shop that might possibly make a case for her scythe and all the other weapons?
Okay.
It probably looks like a double base case with a false top kind of thing. Go and find if there's a shop that will do
Right.
that.
Okay. So you find a music shop.
I think how you'd begin to find a shop to do that. I'm looking for the fake box shop.
Well, no, I mean, there's the
It's got to be a music shop or something like that.
well, but also,
Yeah,
isn't there like, I mean, like, you've in a place like this, might there not be people will want to get weapons to places when they're not supposed to go, right?
Yeah, it's true.
There's people that sell weapons. They sell all this. So I don't know. There must be.
Do you think Christoph would do something
Yeah,
like that?
Christoph is a good contact for that.
Okay, well, I'll check in with Christoph.
Good thing you didn't yell at him loads the last time you were hanging out. No, he is help. He's on board with the plan, and he puts you in touch with somebody who makes tools of the trade, who comes by and has a look. It's an older looking woman who takes out some thick spectacles and kind of looks at the pile of weapons. So you want to get all of these weapons into a party?
Well, yes, it's a weapon party, but for not weapons.
You don't have to lie with me. It's fine.
Okay, fine. Yes, we
I'm
want
in
to
the
get to a
business.
party.
So you've got a scythe, a battle axe,
Yep.
some kind of new but old-looking sword,
Yeah.
a crossbow, a cutlass,
Yeah.
another cutlass, a bow. Then we've got several. Is this a maybe pile? The other pile here?
Well, some of them are ranged weapons. I mean, if you can fit them in, then great.
I mean, will you even be able to carry all of this?
Yeah, I'm very strong.
Very well. I mean, I can try, but that's a lot of weapons to fit into one case.
It is. Wait a minute. I've just had a sword. Is Velda around anyway?
No, Velda is currently away with Mikey doing the casing the building.
I might have just thought of another way. We have a handy like haversack or some shit, don't we? Could put them all in there.
It's like Mary Poppins' carpet bag, but I don't think like things like scythes that must break that what you're supposed to fit into it.
What? Why?
I mean, it's up to Dan really, but I don't think that.
A handy haversack doesn't.
It's a haversack, so it's like
could probably.
a backpack.
It is like a bag of holding, so you could probably fit a scythe in it. You fit the weapons in it.
I could maybe fit some of the weapons in there.
Yeah, you're not going to get them all in, but you better get you better get a few of them in.
Carbonara swords and I mean, we could. My thinking, if we got lots of weapons, is maybe trim it down so we all take in like one weapon and just pick your weapon. I know it limits our options a bit, but if Caragor just has like one cutlass and you have your old new long sword and he has his axe and you have the scythe, and I've got to say we can probably fit that and handy knapsack.
Okay, quick question about that. Just
big
like
thing.
if someone looks in the bag, what do they see?
They see everything that's in the bag.
Okay,
sure.
So we still need to hide them. Okay, fuck it. I mean, we could. We have a handy haversack type thing. Maybe we can put some of the weapons in there, and then they will go in the first thing. That might help, yeah.
It would reduce the weight, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So maybe this.
All right. Well, I suppose I can get to work with it.
That would be excellent. How much would it cost?
For a custom job like this, 100 gold pieces.
Done. I give her 100 gold pieces.
Okay. She. When do you need it for?
Well, we will need it for 5 days.
5 days. I can do that. I'll have it for you in 4.
Fantastic. You are so good.
She goes away with money back to her workshop to set about her task. Do you have any other plans to do to use on day 2?
Yeah. I was thinking, to get our weapons inside the party, why don't we just say that they're all props?
That might work.
Good. All right. Do you fancy a beer?
Yeah, let's go.
Cool.
Drunk. Hey, Caragor. Drunk.
No. I'm cop, mate. Cop.
I'm just.
Yeah, that's all
saying.
right. That's okay. I'll have a drink. I'll have a drink with you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just a couple of guys messing around.
Just a couple of chaps like in the old times. Remember the old times, episode 1?
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. What happened to us? What happened to us on the way?
Fulton, got any plans for the day?
Nope.
All right. Fulton stays, wondering what happened to his revolution.
Have you gone full like Byron-esque shirt, sitting in a chair with a glass of wine, being like, no?
There are barricades just built.
Yeah, as we're walking down, I just say, "Hey, Fulton, me and Caragor are going for a drink. You coming?"
No, I'm all right.
Dressed as Che Guevara.
You're right, Fulton. What's going on?
Hey, I'm fine.
You don't want to drink though. You always want to drink.
Fulton walks off.
What's going on?
Dun, dun, dun.
Did Fulton just veld at me?
Day 3.
Whoa! That was an entire day. I thought you just said the morning to these guys.
Do you? All right. What would you like to do?
But if we divide
I'm trying to get us to this house. Do you want to do? What else do you want to do?
That's fine. For the day, we do that.
All right.
In case they join, we got the information. Okay. That's done.
Done some good prep. All right. What are we going to do for our next day?
So I'd like to find out, if possible, what the access. I mean, in terms of getting what the access is like from whatever the party area will be, where we'll be performing, into other areas. I know that's obviously I'm not going to have that information, but where to take steps to go towards getting that information.
Okay, how do you want to try and find that information?
Well, I'd like to get some of it. Mikey can tell me. The rest of it will be whoever designed the building. So I'd like to try and track down whoever designed that building.
Okay.
Get the plans.
Yeah, can we go to a library or something and get those? Or
yeah.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to go through that spell book, but we can leave that for the moment.
Okay. Mikey is able to confirm again that there are 2 staircases. One runs through the public area or through the main areas of the tower, including the room where the party is, and goes further up. But there's also a servant staircase which runs through the kitchens. So that runs from the back of the building and all the way up. The servants have access to all of the floors from their staircase. So servants can come and go, but the main staircase is accessed through that room.
Dan.
Yes.
Has Mikey been in the kitchen?
Yeah, you've been in there a couple of times. There's a goblin chef in there. He's pretty obnoxious. He keeps throwing you out.
Is there a what are they called? Is it a dumb waiter? Is there a dumb waiter?
Make a perception check to see how well you were paying attention when you were in there.
Oh, I thought you meant paying attention to you right now. I was like, oh no, have you already said that? 18.
18, there is a dumbwaiter.
Ooh. Okay, I relay that to the guys. I've been in the kitchen. There's a dumbwaiter. Something like that.
But why is he so
servants-
stupid?
Sorry.
Huh?
Why is he so stupid? What did he...
No, it's a thing, like a little mini elevator, and you put the hot food in, you put the hot food up, it comes back down, you take off the dirty plates, you put it in. I don't actually know why it's called a dumbwaiter.
It's a thing that you put food into?
Yeah, and then you take out
It's
the
like
dirty plates.
for cooking?
Could it
No, you
fit?
put the cooked stuff in there, and it just takes it up to the floor.
Mikey,
This is
could that fit any of us, apart from yourself?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay.
Do you know anyone that works in the kitchen?
I do. There's a goblin who's, his name is
His name is Chef Grumsby.
Chef Grumsby.
Are you good friends with Chef Grimsby?
I mean, he can be buttered up. Excuse me.
I see what you did there.
That's my first pun of the game. He's a grumpy old goblin, but you know.
I love the fact that your response is completely at odds to what Dan actually told you. I love the fact that it's just in a character being like, yeah, it's fine, yeah.
Is that what did you say about him?
It's a grumpy old shit, like,
Oh, you
kept
did
chucking
say
you
that. I
out.
thought, yeah. Yeah, I used
Maybe he
to
can't be butters up.
I used to steal the puddings, me and an old friend, and yeah, he didn't like that much. But
So
he
probably not worth trying to like pay him off or anything. And try,
yeah,
try to get
totally
him.
worth it.
It is.
He's not a bad guy. He's just got a shitty job on a shitty wage in a shitty kitchen, you know?
Also, he's a goblin, so I mean, they're like gold.
Yeah. Maybe we should set up a little meet.
This servant staircase. That's the one that accesses all the floors.
As far as I know, I haven't been up there myself.
That's the dream. That's what we need access to.
Well, yes, and
how we get there.
The servant's
very
entrance
useful.
is less guarded than the front, and there's some gardens that leads through. But there are two crossbowmen who will have view of that path at all times.
Well, we'll be coming in, hopefully through the servant's entrance. No, we won't be, will we?
No,
There's a
probably
big
not as the
party
act.
band.
No, we come in front.
Once we are in, then maybe we can say, is there a green room or somewhere we can go to smoke, and they will hopefully show us, to like a place that's out of the way where none of the guests will want to be, and hopefully it will lead to the servants' quarters, something like this. Yeah,
This
That's
is a good
what I'm
thing.
trying to find out at the library or whatever. So I'm trying to plan, seeing what bits connect to said service entrance
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
from where we'll be performing.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. What was the rest of the day going to be spent?
As I just said,
You're going to get the plans and stuff.
for the building, ideally.
What was your question, Dan?
What would you like to do with the rest of the day?
Can I? So if I use my talk to animals, I could talk to a rat
Yep.
to send him into the.
Doesn't let you control them, so you
I
need
could
to.
try and
You would
bargain
need
with
to
a
bargain
rat.
with him, but yes, you could.
But then would I be able to hear his answer?
You
is
could
the thing.
converse with him. You wouldn't. It would not last long enough for that. You'd have to come back and meet him the following day and hope that he remembered
The same
to come and
rat.
meet you.
Okay, never mind.
Which is not impossible. Rats are kind of smart, but it's not a
crack,
guarantee.
Okay. Yeah.
Shania, I would like to head back over to the bar. And put on, I don't know, the best clothes she has, which they're not great, but her flirtiest outfit. Take her hair down, put some lippy on, and see if she can spy someone who looks like a guard in the tavern.
All right. You find a group of guards who are all sitting and drinking after their shift in the tavern. They're playing cards and just talking with each other.
Oh, hello, sir, boys. May I join you?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm just part of the entertainment, for the party in a few days. I've seen you drinking in here when we have been performing. Maybe I've seen the performance that we have done up to it?
Were you the... What are you, the frog band?
No. We are the warm-up act. I am the sexy bass player.
Make a diplomacy check.
All right. It's 20.
What did you roll on that die?
19.
So you have a bonus of 1 in diplomacy.
Yep.
You were definitely the person to go on this part of the mission. But somehow, you have rolled incredibly well, and the guard kind of looks you up and down, and he goes, "Sure, have a seat," and pats on his knee.
Oh, thank you.
What's your name, darling?
Oh, my name is Shaguza.
Why are all her pseudonyms so similar to her actual name?
She's not, I don't know, she can't come up with shit.
It's possible, like, it's possible that she could get identified just by the mishearing her. Oh, Shaguza. It's... Oh.
She touches his arm and goes, "Oh my, you're a very strong guard. Where about your work?"
I work at the I work at the tower over there. You know, Uncle Gooden's.
So you will be at the parties, then, yeah?
Pretty important job. Yeah. We're all on for the party. He's bringing in extra guards, so he's got enough to keep watch.
This is amazing! Wow, goodness me! And are you in charge of the guards?
Oh, you know, a bit. Everyone else just kind of rolls their eyes. You know, what? I control a station. I guard bedroom number 3.
Oh yeah! Oh, goodness, bedroom number 3. So that sounds high up on the pecking order.
Well, yeah, it's pretty important actually.
Yeah.
It's,
Who
really
sleeps
important.
in bedroom number 3?
Well, I could tell you that, but I'd have to kill you.
So funny man, so funny guy. Okay. Well, I will very much look forward to seeing you at the party. We will have a drink together now, yeah?
Oh, of course. He waves over and orders some drinks.
Okay. They get a little drunk, doing some more, chatty, flirty. Once they've had a few drinks, she says, "So wait, I don't even know your name yet."
Oh, my name's Henrik.
Henrik. Oh, strong name. And Henrik, when we are at the party, I mean, is there somewhere that we might meet? Go? Somewhere, private.
Oh, I probably shouldn't. I mean, I'll be on duty.
Oh, you don't think that is the time? Oh.
I suppose maybe I could do a shift swap with somebody up on one of the bedrooms and be stationed down at the main party. Then at least I can watch your performance.
You should most definitely do this. So where would you have been then in the real time?
I'd have been in bedroom number 3.
Yeah, okay, but that's not on the second floor.
No, that's further up.
Oh, what floor?
It's on the it's on the 6th floor.
Oh, on the 6th floor. Goodness me, you certainly are one of the most powerful ones, aren't you? Okay, well, dear me, do you know what? I'm feeling a little bit faint now at the moment. Oh, tell me, how many people do you think will be at the party guarding?
That's a very specific question.
What? No. Why is it specific? What's he talking about? I just want to know how many people you are in charge of, strong man.
Well, I'm in charge of 4 guards plus myself in my station.
Oh, I see. But you said that there will be many guards. I suppose, so there will only be like 10 guards then.
A lot more than that. No one's going to make a mess at this party. I guarantee it.
Really? Why? Like, how many will there be then?
Enough. Don't you worry, sweetheart. No one's going to interrupt your performance.
Well, I certainly hope not. There must be at least 400 guards there. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, something like that.
Good. Okay. Anyway, well, maybe you will be watching the performance later?
Yeah, I hope so.
Good. Okay. I will see you there. She gives him like a stroke on the face and licks his cheek and then walks off.
Okay. You head off, having gained some information. Potentially quite good. Useful.
Yeah. Bedroom number 3.
What would anyone else like to do with this day? Go to the library and look for plans?
I'll probably do that with him, because being
All right.
Yeah, library.
You head to the Arcanium, the main library, and start looking through it for city plans for some of the buildings. Go ahead and make some perception checks to search through the archive of the library.
Well, can I make a knowledge check instead? I was going to get a knowledge local, perhaps, or
Yeah,
see if I know about that, or what would you think would be appropriate knowledge check?
Knowledge. I'll let you try knowledge local. Yeah, to try and search through the local history section.
Not great. We're on an 8. No, sorry, a 10.
A 10. You find nothing in the library. Caragor?
On a perception, I rolled a 20.
A 20. More successful. You are able, after a fair bit of searching, you find a couple of things of interest. You find a book while you're just browsing through that is entitled "The Still Place: Fact or Fiction." But you also, while you're searching through the various plans, you find some planning documents which seem to refer to the tower in question, which have been filed with the city.
Good work. And can I borrow that book?
Oh, just found it.
Yeah, I know. Can I check it out?
Caragor studiously looks at Velda and then starts flicking through the book, see if he can find anything relating to the stack.
Oh, no, it won't be to do with the stack. It's the still place, they mentioned it at the temple, and I was just quite interested, that's all.
Sorry, you mentioned a book about the still place and you mentioned a separate book
It's documents. They're like
documents.
Yeah, they're like
I was just asking for the book.
Drawings.
Okay. Why do you want about the still place?
I'm just really curious about it.
Yeah.
It fired my imagination.
Well, because that's what they called that place that we nearly went to.
I know.
It's creepy.
What of it?
It's
just
really evil.
Interested, that's all.
Floor made entirely of
yes,
living.
Exactly. Yeah, but fascinating.
Dark, evil,
I was going to read the book. I just want the book. Just the book. Going to read a book.
All right. That's weird, though, Velda.
It's not weird.
It's weird.
It's not weird.
What do you want to know about it? Do you want to go back on holiday?
No, well, no.
Want to go drop down into the everlasting darkness and be eaten by the floor?
No, I'd actually had a few nightmares about that, but no.
Yes, so have I.
I'm just curious.
All right, fine.
Thanks. Velda takes a book.
Okay, you take the book.
It's not weird.
It's weird.
It's not weird.
You're weird.
You're not. Well, yeah, I am.
Velda, sort of unconsciously touching the control undead wand on his belt, takes the book about the still place, and the two of you settle down to have a look through the plans. The plans are not conclusive, and several pages from them seem to have been removed. You can see the marks where they've been torn from the sheets. However, you are able to ascertain a general layout of the building. So you know that there are some gardens on the outside. You can see that there seem to be some kennels that have been installed in the garden. You know that the ground floor is mostly an entranceway. It's got kind of a pool of water and some pillars. There's also there seems to be doors on every floor that access the servants' stairs, as you thought. The main floor seems to be a large function room. There are two doors going off from here. There's one is the servants' one, but there's another one goes into an office at the side of the room. The third floor seems to be dedicated entirely to kitchens. The main staircase that goes up from the ballroom bypasses this and goes straight past it, but the servants' one goes on. So you've got kitchens on the third floor. The fourth and fifth floors are meeting rooms. The sixth floor looks like a guard station. The 7th to 10th floors are bedrooms. The 11th floor is another guard station. The 12th floor doesn't seem to have had anything drawn into it. Appears to be empty. And the pages covering the 13th floors and beyond are missing.
So when we were looking at the building earlier, did I look at it with you? No, I didn't look at it with you.
No, we were, but I relayed it all to you guys,
okay,
so you know everything.
So you said the 13th and 14th floors were blocked up from the outside.
3 of them, I think, actually, 13th, 4th, and 15th.
Aye.
And then there was a line of windows, and then there was the roof.
Well, I think once we're up there, that's fine. We don't need to know anything about that. Now, we can assume that's where Uncle Gooden will be.
Do you know what my theory is?
Yeah.
I think that Uncle is on the top floor, And whatever's in that bricked off area is some horrendous traps and dreadful things to stop anyone getting up there. That's my theory. Anyway, well, should we move on?
Hang on a minute.
What?
Caragor's looking at the plans again, looking at how many floors there are. We've got about this all wrong. Why do we try to insert ourselves from the bottom up? Why don't we just get something flying and drop on it from the roof?
Well, there's no roof. It goes straight into the roof. Out of character, that's right.
Yeah,
It's like a column.
It goes
Column
straight into the roof of the cavern.
roof of the- right, okay.
So you
fine.
guessed that it maybe carries on through the roof.
Okay, fine.
But there are some windows right at the top before it goes through that.
And anyway, Uncle Gooden will be down for his party, won't he? He'll be down on the bottom floors for his own party.
I don't know. No one's ever seen him, apparently. Well, not seen him for years.
That's the other thing. We're looking for a man that we don't know.
I know, we don't know what he looks like. Don't even know if it's an uncle.
All right, so judging from these plans, from the plans that we've got, I know they're inconclusive, is there a way from the bottom areas to join the servants' corridor?
Every one of the floors has an exit, has a door into the servants' quarters.
Okay, sure, but we can find where that is on the map, can't we?
Yeah, that's
cool.
That's
All right.
identifiable.
That's what I needed to know from that. So that's the achievement. That's I've got. I'll take these. How does this work then? Oh, Velda, you know libraries. Can you take this?
Well, you could check them out.
I don't want to do that. Then I'll have a record of who took out the plans for the building that we're about to pull a heist on. So what I'm going to do, Velda?
Put them up your kilt.
God.
Oh, in your bag.
I was just going to steal them.
Well, yeah, well, that's why.
Doesn't have to go near me groin, does it?
It's
weird that you suggested that.
I was just looking there.
Got weird, Velda.
Look, I'm not
it's
weird.
Strange spending time with just you and me.
Wait.
In a group, it's more bearable, but it's just you and me. It's odd.
Well, look, it's not odd. I don't know what you always seem to be rubbed up the wrong way.
Don't mention that in the context of putting stuff up me.
Oh, that's just ridiculous. You're being childish now. Childish. Anyway, right. And I put the book in my crotch.
Sleight of hand checks to try and hide the
in your crotch.
Try and hide the book and the.
Oh, something you think he would totally mess up. He got 21.
21.
Wow.
Caragor got 15.
15. As you make your way out of the library, Vilda kind of clutching his legs together, with the book hidden up his robes, and the plan stuffed down your shirt. One of the guards kind of looks at you quizzically, and says, "Sorry, gents, do you mind just stepping over here for a minute?"
Well, I very much need to have a poo.
You seem to be walking very funny, sir.
I'm clenching it in.
You've got quite a bulge on your shirt there, sir. If you wouldn't mind just removing the shirt for me.
That's a bit.
Can I go to the lavatory while he's doing that, please?
No,
I'm going to make a mess.
Sir. I'm going to need you to stand right here for me.
Oh.
I believe that something illegal may be happening.
Caragor fumbles in his shirt and drops 10 gold pieces on the floor and goes, "Oh." Looks at the guard.
Are you trying to bribe me, sir?
No. Caragor goes to get his shirt out and drops another 5 gold pieces on the floor. Whoops.
Make a diplomacy check.
I really thought I'd go for the poo line, you know.
It just came out.
I know. I'm poo. Sweet Lord.
8.
8. Just wait here, you two. He calls over to one of the other guards. Can I get some more? Guards over here?
I run.
Yes.
Velda, you break out.
And I pull the book out, so I go, but I run. I just leg it.
And you leg it out of the door and off down the street.
I'm checking out.
The guard gives chase, leaving Caragor behind. You can see some other guards running along to where you are. The guard starts shouting, "Stop them! Stop those men! Thieves! Thieves!"
They went that way!
That Iggy Pop song from Trainspotting kicks in.
They do not even slightly change their course in the direction you're pointing. They draw their weapons and begin running directly towards you.
Oh. Well, it was worth a shot, and I run.
You run, so the two of you run off into the streets being chased by the guards of the Arcanium.
I didn't realise they had guards at a library.
It is the repository of knowledge.
Oh, I had no idea.
So yes, it is very well guarded. You run off down the streets. Fortunately, they are armoured, so they move slightly slower than you. And you are able gradually to lose them in the crowds. It takes you the entire day to get away from them, though, and it's by the time the two of you eventually meet back up at Christoph's, it is late at night.
That was good, wasn't it, Velda?
Oh my God, so exhausted.
Proper adrenaline that was. God, takes me back to my days. That was when I was a young'un, nicking, little bit of eggs from nests.
I've got to say, I told you I'd be killed. He wouldn't question if you I'd be killed.
No, he questioned you when you had your book down your groin.
No, because I was going to do that. I need a poo line. I've done it before.
Do you know what?
It always works.
That wasn't actually a bad line.
No one wants anyone to have a poo on the floor in the library. They just don't want that. They actively try and get you out the door normally. And you had... Oh, never mind. Oh, my goodness.
Good though, that, wasn't it?
I think I'm going to be sick.
Nice little run round, eh?
Oh,
Made some progress. Fulton, do you want to do anything with the day?
No.
Next day, 4 days to go till the party.
All right.
On GTA when you got 5 stars and it takes ages to get rid of them because you just kept getting spotted.
Yeah, tanks chasing you. And
Yeah.
So what's this, day 3?
Yeah.
So, quickly at breakfast, I just gather the guys to go, we need to actually do the Kreel number before the party.
And we need to do it in time for him to want to book us, so maybe today should be the day.
Perhaps today is when we do it.
Let's do it. Now look, now, all the plans and things like that, I can't help but feel the servants' staircase is sort of where we want to be.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, we're all agreed on this.
Yes, but if you're going in as the band, you're going to be in front of all the guards. It's going to be very hard to slip off. Is there a backstage area, do we know? Mikey?
I think that would be the backstage area.
Is that the backstage area?
I don't think you'd go through the front door with all your stuff. You're the entertainment, you're not the guest.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, we need to check that.
Do you come in as a prestigious entertainer, or do you maybe go in discreetly so you're not seen by the punters when you go in? Either could be actually true depending on the place.
You
and the
know,
person.
though, if Kreel falls in love with you, you could find that out, and if we'd go through the front door, you can ask to just work in the servants' quarters instead with the band.
Aye.
Because he'll be under your...
And we'll straight away have access to the servants' staircase.
I think that's definitely where we want to be, isn't it?
I'll tell you what would be a better question to ask Kreel if he does fall in love with me. Is what the fuck Uncle Gooden looks like.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen him through the mirror I was talking about the other day.
You saw Uncle Gooden?
Yeah, he's just this kind old man.
He's a kind old
He's
man.
a sweet-looking old man.
Yeah, through the mirror he is.
Wait a moment. You speak to him through a mirror. You did mention that before, actually.
No, yeah, the mirror. Yeah.
Can I, Dan?
Yes.
Can I make a knowledge arcana check for the knowledge I've got about these speaking mirrors, about whether or not you can easily change how you look, so you don't have to look like you are through the mirrors?
Sure.
And come on, knowledge arcana. Ooh, that's such a good roll. I know a lot about these mirrors. So I got 27.
It is certainly possible to do that.
Yeah.
And these mirrors tend to come in linked pairs, so it is likely that Uncle Gooden has one, and that there is one other which it can be communicated with.
Right.
It's not something you can easily. It's not like you can talk into one and communicate to any mirror in the house. It's too specific.
It's like an intercom, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I relayed to the group, and
So Velda
so he could be Uncle. What's his face? Gooden could be anyone or anything. It could be a bunch of people. He might not even exist.
So it needn't be the depiction which she showed to Mike.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay, fine. Well, here's a different question. Can you, with your magic-y ways, pinpoint either one of those two mirrors?
There's one in Kreel's office.
There's one in Kreel's office, but the
So
other
that's
one...
how Kreel communicates with Uncle Gooden.
Yeah, we know
see.
that.
But could you... no, your detect magic wouldn't work on an entire
I've
building.
got a
would it?
locate object, but I think that would require a prior knowledge of the object in question.
Yeah, that would be the exact. I reckon that's the exact spell
Give me a
we
little
need.
bit of time. I'm going to sit and study my books and see if I can work out if that spell would be any good.
All right. In the meantime, we need to action. We need to action plan.
Plan A.
No,
Plan
no.
life potion.
Let's give it a name. Plan the honey pots.
Every time.
Honey pots, yeah. The honey pot. What's this? Honey scone. The honey scone.
Honey scone. Oh, I like this. Yeah, honey scone.
This is a sting, isn't it?
No, it's a honey pot.
That's it. Wait, no. I thought it was a sting.
No, sting involves like entrapment, but honey pot is
No,
when you
a sting's a con.
Yeah, aye, but we're pulling a long con. But the plan we're doing right now is a honeypot.
A honeypot's entrapment.
The
Honey
honeypot,
trap.
you need someone
Are you
to
thinking
follow.
about honey trap?
No, entrapment. Honeypot is entrapment.
No, it's
Okay,
the,
You entrapped in it.
The honey trap.
Oh, lots of
it's,
fun.
the, it's the butterfly.
The honey trap thing.
We're doing the penguin dance.
Are we?
Yeah, it's the classic. Yeah, you wouldn't say it's an earwig thing.
Penguin
So-
pot.
Huh? Yeah, it's the honey penguin.
The penguin sting.
Yeah, it's the butter penguin.
The penguin sting.
The buttery, slippery penguin.
Let's not worry about the name. Well, it'll come.
Okay, so Butter Penguin Project Honey Pot Sting. Let's go.
Why don't you just get Ica to do a
God,
mirage
over
of...
there.
How long have you been there?
Why
Been there all the time.
Hero of the revolution, Fulton.
Fulton, do you want to have a shave or something? Like I suppose
I was
you've got a
Where'd you get that beret from? Is that an AK-47? Well, you writing your memoirs? Have you been in the jungle?
Why don't you just get Ica to do a mirage of that fella talking to the guy in the mirror to tell him to come down and say to come down into the mirror, and then we jump him. And
Because to
we
get to
don't
that
want to
first
put
mirror, it's in Kreel's office, which is inside the building.
hey,
We
So
don't
we need
want to
access
put
to
her
the
into
building anyway.
much danger, surely.
yeah,
I think we
but
should leave her out of it. This is extremely dangerous.
I'll find somebody that can create images. Like,
A sorcerer.
hey, if you know what he looks like, why don't you just get someone to create an image of him? And
I mean, we still have to get
pretend to be him into the mirror.
Are you saying that we need to change the whole plan?
And what if
No,
he says?
I'm just saying.
And what if he says no?
See you later. Phone walks off.
like Batman.
It's like Fulton's one sentence a day input. What were we doing again?
We're doing the honey snap penguin butter
Now,
slippy
does
job.
everybody know their roles? Everybody
I'm
know what they're
Janet,
doing?
the agent.
Yes, you are. Shania?
Yeah, I am the bass player, but I need to be out of his eye line.
Great. But of course, first, Janet, you need to tell Kreel to come and get you.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Because
I
you're
forgot.
not actually Janet, are you?
No, I'm Mike.
Yep, that's right.
I'm Magic. I'm Magic Mike. That's a different show. I'm Big Mike. Yeah.
Right,
No. How did we decide how we were going to do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Between you two spellcaster people, you were going to get a message to Kreel somehow. Yeah. You're going to come to the scone, and then at which point, between the lot of yous, you get that potion to Kreel, and then he sees me on stage, and he falls in love with me. I'll do the performance. I'm probably not going to do a full hour this time. I'll tell you, it knackered me a little bit. I might cut it down to 35.
Plus, he might only be in love with you for an hour.
The entire time spent on stage. How long is it, Vilda? How long does it last for?
3 hours, right?
It's an hour or 3. It depends on the role. From Dan.
Yeah, it's
Right, so
3
minimum
hours.
an hour. So, just brief me exactly and what information I need to get from him in that time.
You need to get
We need to get invitations.
book the band.
Yes.
Any information you can get on Bugden,
Also, where
how he communicates, if you can,
the back
Where they're
room-
going to let us in?
Well, now I think the information on Bugden, we already know that he's through a mirror in his office.
he will sure, but
It'd be better to know about the servants' quarters and where the backstage is going to be, and if we could be put there as a backstage.
And don't forget, he's just charmed and in love. He's not like,
Yeah, that's
Still
why
going to
I
have
think
to be careful
mentioning-
about this.
mentioning Gooden
I think
might
if
be-
we ask too many questions about Gooden, he might get suspicious. Like, it doesn't matter how in love he is, he might get suspicious.
I agree.
Sure.
And I don't think he can tell us anything new that would be particularly
No.
useful. But
So,
Well, in which case then, shall I just keep it to one thing? Getting us backstage, getting his invitations,
getting us in and
backstage.
hopefully backstage.
booked and backstage. All right.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Booked and
Just
backstage.
talk me through the backstage bit, because we'll be a band, so we'll be put backstage anyway. We're talking about which entrance we're going in.
Yes.
We want to come in through the servants' entrance, not the main entrance. Is that correct, or am I wrong about that?
Yes.
Okay, great.
And
So-
if we can, like, sort of get set up and leave our stuff, sort of.
because, like you said, you could say it's because we don't want to spoil the surprise of performing.
Yeah.
They go in the back.
Yeah.
And also, if we're not in the servants' quarters as a backstage, can we be put in the servants' quarters as a backstage?
So I'm just getting invitations and being asked to go through servants' entrance to come into the building. That's it. Definitely nothing else.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
I got an idea how to get a message to Kreel.
What do you got?
I'll go invisible. I'll climb the wall. He's the second floor, right?
His office is on the second floor, yeah.
I climb the building to the second floor with my plungers, and I put a note on his window.
Just up. There is to get into the grounds. There's the 30-foot wall. And
Yeah, I
then the
climb that
gardens. And then across the gardens, there's the kennels full of dogs.
I'm invisible, and I have a rope.
They have smell. The dogs are the one. Believe me,
No, I think
dogs are the one thing really good to track invisible people.
Weren't the kennels in the gardens? Not in the little bit between the wall and the tower.
We've got this feather.
Have we got
Yes.
this
What
The
feather?
We've
feather.
still got it.
What feather?
Use the feather.
So
yes.
when we were down in the ossuary, we found a feather where we can send one message to someone.
Oh, guys!
Yeah,
This is the
Useful
way to do it.
information.
this is the one we should use.
Right.
Yeah.
Good, but doesn't it rely on having seen or met the person before?
I believe so. Yes.
Does it?
I have seen and met the person before.
Excellent.
Yes.
You can use it.
And you are magic as well, so you can use the feather.
Great.
And we're definitely on at the spicy scone tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, we've
every
been
night.
on every night so far. We've been doing gigs.
We just got
Have we
an
made
odd-
much money?
If anything, you hurt your case last time because it was an instrumental set by just M and Shania while you were running through the streets avoiding the guards from stealing books.
Also,
That's what we were playing.
I'd like to each night while they're doing the performance, not that one obviously. I would like to be practicing my magic lights and
Cool.
that sort of part of the act.
No problem, you practice that. So the bird feather token, to remind you, the token is a one-use magic item. It creates a small bird that can be used to deliver a small written message unerringly to a designated target. The token lasts for as long as it takes to deliver this message.
That's what I'm talking about.
Then that's the perfect thing to use for this
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Love it when a plan comes together. So,
Oh yes.
Let's do it.
so let's get in there. Gonna do the performance, and we're gonna give him the love potion. You're going to give him the love potion at the right time, and he's gonna see me.
You need to give him the potion and then turn invisible so he's looking straight
I will.
at Kara.
Can we get someone on backup with Mikey as well? Because
Yeah.
as opposed to having us all on stage, let's only have a couple of us
So
on stage.
security Fulton is
He's going
back up.
free, yes.
Yeah.
I say before, as the drink gets put down, we leave the stage. There's only you on the stage.
Yeah, so as the
You're-
drink gets put down, we go and it's your moment.
This is what I'm saying. Maybe just leave me, just to make it safe.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly when he's going to come in, exactly what time. I'll just do the entire set by myself.
Yeah.
You'll need to send me a message, probably Velda, or you maybe if you've got a message to tell me
I don't have a message.
that the drink has been done.
But I think Shania and I, we're on, because we're on stage with you. We go and stand in the wings, making sure that nobody else goes on the stage. All of that sort of
Well,
stuff.
they
I
won't
can-
if it's my set.
Yeah, but someone might walk on, or a stagehand
Just
might
for security.
just on the off chance that.
All right, I'll take one of you for security. I think the most important thing is that he takes the love potion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can produce a ghost sound to cue that he's taken it, just even though it is just you
That's
on
all right.
stage.
The other thing is because I can watch because I'll be doing the magic lights from inside the auditorium,
Sure.
and I can message.
Okay.
Just give me the nod and a wink.
I'll be invisible.
I tell you what I'm going to need.
Okay, yes.
I tell you what I'm going to need is I'm going to need the green room cleared so that me and him can have that private conversation.
all right, we can do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
After my
Okay,
set.
so we do that. But also, I am slightly unclear now. Hold on. So when Kreel comes in, we need him to see you and sit down with you. Yeah, as yourself.
As Big Mike.
Yeah. So we need you to be sat on a table. He needs to be there. I think maybe if you already have the drink set out, his with the potion in,
Yeah.
and he comes to sit down, and hopefully you go, I bought your drink, and then
So maybe
One more time though, doesn't he want
I mean,
to arrest you?
I have sleight of hand.
Isn't
So if he doesn't trust the drink, I could swap the drinks. I've got quite a high sleight of hand score.
But
Okay.
there's only going to be one drink with the potion in.
Sure, that's what I mean.
sorry, were
so
you? Sorry.
He's not going to trust you at all. is he?
exactly. So I can drink the drink to show him there's nothing in it. Sleight of hand, swap the drinks over.
oh yeah.
I don't think
this
he'll
could
make a
work.
scene because I'm supposed to be dead.
Yeah. Hopefully he will just.
Would this
want to
entire
chat.
thing work better if you sent him the message, but it's from one of us who knows your location?
Oh.
And it's told him to come and meet us in the bloody thing.
But, yeah.
In which point you invisibly do your sleight of hand thing with much better vantage because you're invisible and you're good at sleight of hand. Gives him the potion.
Yeah.
And then one of us can be waiting there. We can be one of the first people in and making sure we get that front and centre stage.
So I'm Pamela,
If you
the
want.
waitress.
Aye. And what all needs to be sent on that bird message is, Kreel, we know where you can find Big Mike. Come meet us in the Spicy Scone tonight at the time that we're going to be on.
Yeah. Okay, this is good.
Let's do it.
All right. So you write out the message. You cast the feather bird token. The feather turns to dust, and then the dust reforms into the shape of a small blue glowing bird. It picks up the note in its claws and just stands there hovering in front of you.
So M's going to go to the tavern just before we send this message.
Okay.
M's going to go to the tavern as soon as it opens to sit on that front and centre seat to make sure that table is not taken by anyone else.
And you're going to be the one that has the drink with him.
I'll wait and have the drink with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the best
High
talker.
charisma.
Who's got the
all that
love
sort of-
potion?
Good. Yeah.
Velda does at the moment.
Well, but
You've
I'm
got-
gonna
yeah,
give
you've
it
got the
to-
love
I give it to Big Mike.
Okay.
Okay, so birds in front of us.
Okay. You're M. You've gone and secured the seat. The bird is waiting for the command. The love potion is with Mikey. What's next?
Send the bird off.
All right. You tell the bird to go and find Kreel. You tell it which window of the tower. The bird turns around and, leaving a trail of blue light behind it, streaks out the door and just flies off down the street.
Cool.
So you reckon it won't take it very long to get there. So you all hustle over to the spicy scone. So
As we're hustling over there, what happens if Bleak doesn't trust this and just arrives with a bunch of people to kill MZ?
He won't arrive with a bunch of people because the guards all go to that place. So all he can do, they listen to him. So all they're going to do is he's going to go in there and say, "Guards, arrest these people." That's what I was trying to tell you, but you see, all the guards
When
are
were you
working.
trying to tell us that?
When were you trying to tell us
I was
that?
trying
When you were
to tell
turning
you.
around
I'm
and
trying to tell
walking
us
off.
that. I was trying to tell you a minute ago.
Didn't we say we were going to say come alone? We said that in like 2 episodes ago.
He means that the place is going to be full of guards.
I
see.
think
Anyway.
he would. I don't know what he's going to do, but Big Mikey thinks that he would come alone because she's supposed to be dead. So it's embarrassing that.
Right, okay.
So he's going to want it. He's as the top dog. I think he's going to want to deal with it on his own.
Okay.
But saying that, the whole tavern is filled with guards anyway,
Yeah,
so we didn't
obviously.
have to bring an entourage.
you
The
told him
entourage is
which
already
table
there.
to sit at. I assume you've given him some
Yeah, we gave specific instructions.
All of that's
and
done,
like
yeah.
red
Okay.
carnation in the top part of his armour or whatever.
Jolly good. All right. Okay, so you head over there. So where is everyone stationing themselves ready for this? Caragor is waiting to go on for the performance. He was due on tonight
I'm
soon.
stood in my usual shady spot.
Okay.
About sort of maybe halfway through the auditorium with my magic lights, but also with a good vantage point of what's going on.
You've got a good
'Cause
view
even
of
though
them.
I won't be
Yeah.
there. I'm back up, kind of.
Sure.
Shania will be she's backstage at the moment. When Caragor's doing his thing, she's going to be side of the stage, not on stage, so not in sight, but at the side of the stage, ready for if anything kicks off and to stop anyone getting on stage.
Okay, cool. Fortunately, Gary Gripley and the Toads are not in this evening. They're performing later, but they're having a takeaway around the corner. So they are not in the green room at the moment. You have it to yourself. Fulton, where would you want to be?
I'll stand outside the green room.
Okay, you stand outside the green room, and you're back as Pamela again, are you?
I'm zipping around.
Okay,
on my
zipping
roller
around on your
skates.
roller skates. You've actually been there enough times now that most of the patrons and guards have started ignoring you and just assuming that you work there, even though.
And I'm doing an extra good job today of giving beer to the guards so that they're not too.
Nice. The guards love you for helping out with that. It's a high enough turnover of staff that they just assume that you work there, even the people who run the place. So the hour ticks by, and Caragor's set begins, and you step out onto the stage. There, so far, is nobody sat next to MZ. Would you like to begin your performance?
Yeah, because as long as this happens within the time that I'm on stage, then fine. So
Okay.
yeah, have I got a crowd anyway?
Yeah, there's a good crowd of a lot of guards. A lot of them have seen you before, but they seem to be enjoying it.
Some minnows are brown, and some others are grey. Some of them are green, some of them are green, and some are slate. I carry on like this for a while.
My goodness.
I do dancing lights.
You do some dancing lights.
I'm making eyes out of the crowd, see if I can spot all my dudes doing things.
Off the from the glint of the dancing lights, you catch sight of a man dressed in purple robes. He has his black hair slicked all the way back and a neatly trimmed black beard. As he walks down the thing, looking around, Mikey, you recognise Kreel, the major domo of Uncle Gooden. He makes his way to the. He makes his way near to the front and begins walking along. You kind of see him walking up there. As he's about to get there, a figure sits down next to you. Dark Michael looks across the table and says, "Hey, MZ, how's it going?"
Hey, Doug.
It's our favourite table. I was here with Velda the other night.
Yeah, I know.
It's
you
great,
had a good
isn't
time,
it?
right?
Hey, let's get some beers. Sometimes they give us free beers around here.
Michael.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Hey, Michael, it's good to see you. It's Pam, your waitress.
Hey, Pam, how about some of those beers?
There's some shots waiting for you at the bar. Come with
Shots? I love shots. The figure walks over. He says, "Hey, asshole, get out of here. These are our seats. I'm just hanging out with my buddy."
Michael, I'm meeting someone. Can you give me a moment, please? Go to the bar, have a drink. I'll come and see you in a little while. Right?
I get what you mean. Secret shots, eh?
Yeah. I'll see you in like half an hour or something. Just take yourself to the bar. Keep yourself over there just for a while. I will come and speak to you though, I promise.
All right. I know you won't let me down. I know you won't abandon me.
But this is
like my wife did.
It's no, definitely not. This is a private meeting though. I need to have a very serious conversation with someone.
Hey, you seen Velda around here?
Yeah, I think he's at the back. Not at the backstage. I mean, like, out the front, like smoking.
Cool. I'll go check it out. Not that I care, but I'm gonna go have a look.
You gotta give me some time, all right?
All right.
I'll call you over if I need you, but don't come over otherwise, okay?
You got it. Best buddies.
I'm counting on you, Doug Michael.
Shop cop.
Yeah.
Is that what we do?
Who knows? All right. Thanks.
He stands up. He stands up and sort of taps the man in the robes on the chest. Says, "Keep a seat warm for me, loser," and walks off round the corner. The man kind of looks over his shoulder at him, clenches a fist slightly, and then releases it. He turns and sits down next to you at the table.
You must be Kreel.
I understand you have some information for me.
Yeah. Let's drink. What do you drink?
I'm not here to drink.
I zip over my
I'm
roller
just
skates.
here to help my benefactor.
Yeah, that's okay.
You know who I work for.
Mm-hmm.
You know the good that he does for this city.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Gooden is beloved by the people of Kermaga. And the individual to which you refer is a terrorist who has sought to kill hundreds of innocent people. It is right that this information should be given to the proper authorities.
I arrive at the table on my roller skates.
Okay.
Hi, I'm, she hesitates for a little bit. Pamela, your waitress today. What can I get you guys?
Pamela.
He rolls a perception check against your disguise. He looks at you for a moment. You look familiar.
Me? I've been working here for a while, sir. You been in here?
Perhaps.
Yeah. Don't worry. The other guards drink a lot, too. What can I get you?
Water.
Just a water? Some H2O for this gentleman in the purple, and for you, sir?
I have an ale.
An ale. Right away. She zips off.
Okay, zip away.
Just out of character, didn't we ascertain that most potions look like clear water?
This one specifically says a sweet liquid.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wait,
Does
he's
that-
going to know it's not water as soon as he starts drinking it.
That's
Right,
fine.
okay.
It's okay.
You skate away to get the drinks. So, what is the information that you have for me?
Tell me why, before I give you this information. I need to know more about this. Why is this person such a terrorist? What have they done?
This person has murdered several of the benefactors. They seek to destabilize all of Kermaga by assassinating wealthy philanthropists. She has already murdered a number of them. Uncle Gooden was one of those targets.
I sit back, arrive at the table. I've got, here's your water, sir. Here's your ale, sir. And on the house today, 2 chasers. These are strawberry lemonade health chasers. Enjoy yourself, sir. Have a good one. And, enjoy the show.
Go ahead and make a bluff check for me.
Lemonade.
It's gonna work.
Get nothing for free.
It is going to work.
It's gonna work.
Yes.
I'm actually shaking. What's happening?
It's gonna work.
22.
These look pretty good.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt. He takes the glass and the shot. So what is your information?
Well,
I got down on my knees and I pretend to spray. You can hear in the background.
and I turn my head just around, looking like I'm just looking around the room, but obviously give our waitress the eye, as if to say, now, it's now. And then I look back at him and say, this act is very good, isn't it? Drink my drink. Drink my drink.
He, without taking his eyes off you, raises the glasses.
I go invisible.
To our health. Okay, you vanish. He doesn't notice you vanish because he's not looking at you at the time. He drinks the...
I'm touching my horn.
April's got a hand on her horn on her head.
Oh man, we need this to be a video show. He takes the glass, raises it to you, MZ, and goes to take a drink.
As he goes to take a drink, invisible, I scoot over and just turn his head.
As he drinks.
So he's there on the drink. By there, listeners, I have tilted my head to a 45-degree angle with like a kind of, it would be the end of the drink.
And seeing that, because they're in the front row, and I can see M with what can only be the target. Caragor steps off the stage and then in the lights, like walks forward, silhouetted by the sparkling lights.
Oh my
goodness! Puts his finger, just runs down the shoulder of the purple cloak of this man.
Velta does the lights around him and all this.
I keep his face
turn
on
romantic,
Caragor.
And then he huskily whispers,
drinking the shot.
"You know the preacher likes the paupers."
He gets his eyes fix on Shaka Bon
Shaka Bon Haka, I thought.
Shaka Bon Haka. The underwater-themed half-orc singer-dancer. He gets a DC 14 will save. I've rolled the dice. The result is being revealed next week.
You knew it. God damn it.
Because I'm the GM, that's why.
Hello, Dangerlings. It's very late here in London. I'm packing to go to the UK Games Expo with Ross first thing in the morning and trying not to wake my wife up while I do that. It will have already happened by the time you hear this, not waking my wife up, the UK Games Expo. But I have time right before we do that to announce the winner of our Twitter competition, which is very exciting. We put a thing out on Twitter, lots of people have taken part in it, and I have the joy of telling you that the person who is winning a dice box just like the one we use on the show is Leeksy. Leeksy, thank you very much for playing. Thank you everyone for playing. We will get in touch. We'll get your dice box out to you. We're going to try and run some more competitions on social media. I'm not sure exactly when, and we're going to try and find ways to do them in a way that people outside the UK can play as well, because we want all of our Dangerlings to have a good time with us. So it's Danger Club Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, at Danger Club Pod on Twitter, or dangerclubpodcast.com. You'll find all the buttons there. Press all the buttons, as Scott would say, and we will see you next week. Bye.
And welcome to the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast. I'm Sean.
And I'm Ian.
Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Did you know you could find us on the Danger Entertainment Network?
Danger Entertainment.
That's right.
Sounds dangerous.
It is. It's a tad bit dangerous. You'd be shocked to find that out. There's a bunch of great podcasts you can find there. Our friends from the History of Bad Ideas podcast, Who the What Now, The Sodded Geek. No, they retired. That's right. They retired. But there are a bunch of other great podcasts you can find there, along with us. We're the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast, and we do pop culture and chili cheese dogs and whatever else floats our fancy.
Yeah.
Check us out.
For sure.
For sure. We're on most podcatchers, so give us a look.
Peace.